Hi guys, and welcome to today's episode of the vlog series. Today we're going to talk to you about demonstrating leadership in your NHS interviews. Okay, so we tend to find in NHS interviews that most doctors are well practiced and well versed on clinical scenarios and ethical scenarios. But often when it comes to a consultant level interview, the next level is looking for leadership qualities. Obviously being a consultant requires a huge amount of leadership quality. So how do you demonstrate that in an interview? Well, beyond the obvious things like having trained junior doctors or delivered training programs and teaching to others in your department, you also need to give some thought to how you provided decisive action in the face of adversity, or if you've had to deal with emergency situations, those kinds of things. You need to speak calmly, confidently, you need to speak with passion, and really you need to make sure that your inner values show through in the interview and also align with the trust values. So it's very important to look up the trust's values before the interview. Think about your own personal values and then try and put the two together and draw parallels with them. Okay, so the second section of today's video is around self-audit. And something that's super important in the NHS is what's called the duty of candour. Now that means if you were to make a mistake, then you should be self-reflective and willing to come forward and talk about that. And equally, that the NHS creates an environment where there's freedom from any criticism for people to be able to make mistakes and come forward so that they can actively improve. And this is a really good one for your NHS interviews because you're likely to be asked about an ethical scenario, perhaps sometime where you've had to deal with a mistake or something that's gone wrong and how you've gone about rectifying that. Particularly at consultant level, it's important that you're able to give an answer that's self-reflective, that shows that yes, you were humble enough to be able to admit your mistake, then able to reflect upon it and hopefully able to put in actions, maybe through clinical audit or some other actions to show that you enforced improvements as well to make sure that those accidents never happen again. Okay, thanks so much for listening to today's episode of the vlog series. We do have specific and separate blog articles on the duty of candour and self-audit, as well as interview preparation. So if you wanted to see any of those, please drop us an email. We'll put our contact details up at the end of the video. And if you are an international or UK-based consultant looking for your first post in the NHS or follow-up post in the NHS, please get in touch and we would love to hear from you.